Great
cultural
way to
diversity ain't a thing.
great way to start out the stream.
It started. Nice. Is anyone watching?
No, but that is the first. The opening line of the stream will just be incest.
Ah. Well, now people know the kind of shit we talk about when we're not online.
No, we talk about this stuff when we're online, too. Let's be honest.
Yeah, we just haven't gotten there yet, actually. Why the hell do you have 200 resin if you've been up all night?
Because the tablet wasn't charging. Also, I used all my resin. Unless I forgot to condense it. Which is a very likely possibility. Do you have your phone ready?
It's almost dying. Why? Dying.
Dying. Because I need to look at it. I have
You
mail.
know, original me has been stuck in my head since the day you.
That's a wrong song.
And you know
Not
what I've
4
been using
stars.
to. Huh?
4 stars.
Ah,
Those are not great options.
yeah.
I mean, we have this, which is gonna give you all the Inazuma 4 stars. The weapons. The weapons.
I don't know if I want any of those 4 stars.
I don't know.
Hello, Smooth.
I want Ayado, Kokumi. It doesn't show up.
Where did she go?
Oh. I want Ayado and Kokumi mainly. And I want most of these weapons and Kazuha. I don't know why they're showing all like characters and stuff on this. Okay, there.
I would love weapons. I'm not overly interested in the characters, so I'm probably gonna pull for Raiden her weapon. Then if I
Okay, I think you should pull for weapons on this, cause like this weapon is really good for Farina, Chiori's weapon. The Haran is good for basically any sword user. Mist Splitter is also good for basically any sword user. You want Kazuha's weapon. Ito's weapon is okay, but it looks cool. And I don't know about like Yaimiko's weapon. And apparently Kokumi's weapon is bad because it's like really limited to her. I don't know how true that is because I've been trying to figure out that, but I can't. No one is giving me answers because I want to go for it. And if I end up with the donut, people call it the donuts, but I like the donuts. I like donuts.
I also like donut. What would you pull for a donut?
Do you need? Yes, I forgot to condense my resin after using it.
That is the most sad thing I've ever heard.
Yes, it is. Okay, put your phone on charging.
Do you have a Type-C charger?
I might.
If you don't, I can get mine.
Did you get it? I don't think I have one here. Well, I still have the screen saved on. Over there. my brain processing is like I'm trying to think of the original Me song, but I can't, and the only thing I can think of is
Boring! Isn't there anything else more interesting to do?
Oh,
but again, like my brain
Add
isn't
Astra.
processing that properly either, and it's just like giving no, no,
Thank
no.
you for completing today's commissions.
sleep deprived.
This is what happens when you don't sleep.
Dop. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Just someone check how many females I got.
Not
Why?
enough.
Why are you pulling on my shirt?
I'm using your tweezers to
What?
wear your shirt. I didn't think they were drippy enough.
I'm going to pluck your nose hairs out. Nose hairs out.
I don't think they were
I
drippy
feel like
enough.
we're. Let's try it.
Ow, you're stabbing me.
You won't!
Well, you stabbed me.
No, I stabbed you
The people
because
would
you
adore
moved.
me so much.
You guys' names live in the air.
Have you done this? Oh my god.
I mean, not the ones that unlocked yesterday and today.
You don't like this sort of events at all.
Why, you don't like Clash of Clans?
I don't like Clash of Clans.
La da 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 dee da 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 da. La da 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 dee da 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 da.
I feel like we would like that song.
We-
You know what I just remembered?
What?
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
No more. Not that one. Yeah, that one. No.
What am I supposed to do?
Start.
Should I look at stuff?
Oh no, it tells you everything in the game, so you get it. La dee da 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 da. Dee da dee da da.
What's that?
Shackling lines. They'll trap your things.
Okay. So I should go this way.
You should these things can't like you should put these there. So like the plants can't attack those guys and they can attack them these guys through the so you should
Thanks.
yeah.
Okay, what do I do with the elytra?
Wait a bit.
Riveting content.
Yeah.
Riveting content.
Riveting content.
I like watching Vanitas, except for the fact that you realize that Vanitas is gonna die at the end.
That's my favorite part. La da da dee da 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 da. Imagine a mech being taken out by a bunch of hillgirls.
I don't have to imagine that, I just saw it.
No, like it's just not something that would happen.
In the game?
Yeah.
Because in real life, it's like, if you think
It
one
says
hand
not.
is...
It doesn't have a tick on it. Like does it come after you claim it?
Where's my head glitching out?
Your head, everything about you is a glitch. The matrix doesn't have enough resolution.
I'll get bouncy cheek physics one day.
Hmm?
I'll get bouncy cheek physics one day. At least the Fontaine soundtrack plays when you're doing this. Try, pick one. Pick one, just like this. I think it would be better if they like allowed you to see the VTuber on the same screen that you're streaming on. Like you can make it disappear on your screen whenever you want.
Why the hell would it do that?
I don't know. It's suicidal, I guess.
Meow. La di da 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 da.
Fry.
Test subject.
Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
No more. What is love? They better not roll.
I mean, if the goal over there is to, well, get there, then they're gonna have to go
No,
over
they can
there.
throw through the. See, he was going there, and then he's like, I did this so easily on my account. I don't know why they're glitching out here.
This is my brain activity.
Baby, don't hurt me. No.
I am a bird,
Then
not a cat, not a baby, a fat friggin' pigeon.
you are a pigeon.
That's what I said.
I am agreeing with your assessment of yourself.
Pigeons are chill. They help people not die.
I have a feeling I should just go.
What does that even do?
Yeah, no, that was a bad move. Why is
How
this?
did you do it on your own account?
The same way I was doing it here in the first try. I don't know. Your literals are just autistic.
You can't say that. We're live. This is gonna be on the internet.
So,
This is why you can't get a job much. Like they're gonna track that. in my channel, then I'm gonna find out that I just streamed with you, and I'm gonna find out that you said something like that.
Well, now that you've said my name,
I haven't said your full name or your real name. I said Mush.
well then, I guess we're safe.
And I'm gonna use that AI that couldn't identify the fact that you were a male, or they just thought you were gay, which they were. Why is it?
All my job security is going to hell. Well, at least there's that. This time, they set up
Maybe
the traps.
maybe we can get some like. I'm just imagining that when scene from Soccer Peeps. I'm almost like. I need a side arc of that man. Unless he falls. Imagine if he falls for Sasaki.
I doubt it's gonna happen.
I doubt it's gonna happen, but it would be funny because it would coincide with the harem trope.
Dekho, Sasaki is
Okay, the protagonist is always oblivious to the harem.
no, but he's not.
90%.
It's just they're a bit weird about the characters they choose. Like
I would much rather him get into a relationship with the bird.
yeah, Pierre Carlo.
Also, that anime is like generally giving off too much homosexuality. Not too much. You can never have too much homosexuality, but like there's a lot of vibes I get from that show. The thing isn't art right, okay. Is it? The Futui symbol looks way too similar to the strong one thing. Or that the star thing.
Well, the
I
theory is that the Saritsa is the frost moon is still there. You know?
Is that your theory or did you hear it somewhere?
It's like a general theory people have, like Saritsa, frost moon. You know, kind of makes sense.
I think she could be a frost moon scion. At least. Oh, that's I mean, we already have our Latino but we don't even know. This guy, there's so no. Fry. I can't have fried food. Shut up. Why are they facing the other way? Is that another treasure word are like facing the other way? Look, he's standing. His face is that way.
The
He's just like.
developers just were like, play some always keep putting that much effort into this random. What is love?
What are these? This anime you've seen.
Well, anti-love stage, considering it's a BL, you know, like.
This non-real anime.
That's a difficult one. I want to say JoJo's, but I've barely started watching JoJo's. Like,
Yes,
we haven't even gotten to the gay stuff yet.
No, the sexual tension is really strong.
Between whom?
Between everyone. I'd say Vanitas is pretty gay.
Yeah. La da da dee da dum. Da da dee da dum.
It's a big ass fly, man. Okay, shit.
Yeah,
It's gonna stick to each other. It's gonna stick its wings to its back and it's gonna.
what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. You don't hurt me. No. Damn, dude, just took out all my things in one fell swoop.
Dog, why are you aiming for the fence?
Oh, it's supposed to. That's what it does.
Okay, why is this light so not attaching?
It's got a really slow process.
How slow? It's a. If I get hit one day. That's why I wanted to hurry up because I knew I was gonna die. My cheek.
My palm.
Best anime with the best amount of gender equality in fan service.
That's a
Stuff.
hard one.
I think Apothecary Diaries. I want to say Apothecary Diaries, but there is no female fan service in it. I'm gonna be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, when is it fan servicey? Like, is it the concubines? Are you thinking the concubines are fan servicey?
Okay, no, I think they have moments where they actively make Mama like, attractive, which you would.
She's attractive, but not in a fan servicey way. Like, she doesn't like have a
Yeah,
butt.
okay, I don't think like Apothecary Diaries does fan service.
Okay, they did do fan service. Episode 11, remember?
Yeah.
It was literally the scene where the boy falls on the girl and their hands perfectly land on the chest. And they just like, you're on my chest, and they just keep spinning their hands around in the same place. Except it was Jinchi. Go, Sissons, go! Go, Sissons, go!
Okay, good. Think I did accession.
Oh, well. Okay, what were you
Uh,
Jinchi's.
I forgot. I was talking about. I thought maybe the frog scene.
Yeah, the frog scene.
But that's like neutral fan service, and that's like.
Okay, Mama is not getting fan service for that. It's clearly just Jinchi, like, it's Jinchi getting fan service. This is the worst anime you've ever watched.
Oh, that's a hard one.
It's actually fun.
You're horrible.
Is the name You're Horrible?
No, the name is not You're Horrible.
Wait, this
I know, right?
like Hunger Star has a speed up button to turn speed for the.
Honkai Star Rail should start giving Genshin people some advice.
Oh, Hunger Star has not been doing good on there, and either the voice actors for the both of the main characters just got recasted,
So what?
so that's not like a good thing.
It's not a good thing, but it's not like gameplay consciously making it bad.
Also, they have horrible horrible power creep. Also, it's a turn-based game. You can't.
Yeah, that's the only reason I haven't started playing Honkai Star Rail. Who the hell wants to play a turn-based game?
That's why I played so little. It's still Love in Deep Space. Have you heard of Love in Deep Space? It's a dating sim.
I see.
A 3D dating sim.
I see. I would not have guessed that with the name Love in Deep Space.
It's love in space. Where no one can hear your sound. Besides the person next to you, it's cool. I don't know if they're actually in space. But I want like Mihoyo to just make like a dating sim, like a 3D dating sim like that. It's very interactive.
What is love? Do you hurt me? Do you hurt me? No.
What do you think is the most attractive character in the movie?
The most attractive character in Genshin. I'd say Diluc.
Really?
No, I said that because most people think he's ugly.
Most people think his in-game model is ugly, not that he is ugly.
Yeah, that's what I said.
At least look at his art, like it looks fine.
Yep.
His in-game
His
model.
in-game model has baby face.
Yes. Purposeful baby's face. Because you can see the difference when you compare it to Kaya's face, and since he was quite literally released before Diluc, you know that. Also, I'm so weirded out by the fact that Ayaka was like one of the first characters to be made in Genshin. Like around the same time Gabber was made. But they still decided to give her a weapon that just does not match at all. To her, like I know they wanted to do like Inazuma themed weapons. None of the Inazuma weapons looked like it. Like the 4 stars in Inazuma have better signature weapons than the 5 stars.
That sucks. That genuinely sucks. I didn't realize I had one more piece. But the piece is the one that's literally the worst.
Go. One more hit, man. One more hit. You're
What is love? Still not enough for a tempo.
Verdict, come home already. What must I do? What do you want of me?
Your soul.
My soul.
I mean, a hair.
No one wants my soul.
What do you mean no one wants your soul?
No one wants my soul. It's a Gunner soul. Who wants a Gunner soul much?
Hmm. Gooners.
Gooners don't like other gooners. What gave you the impression that gooners like other gooners?
I don't know. I don't know anything about gooners.
You should. You were a gooner at one point.
When? How?
You know what gooner means?
Yes.
What does it mean?
It means you're fat.
Tell me what it means. What do you
I,
think it means?
I don't know, man. These new.
It means porn addict.
I see. What do you mean was?
Okay. So you know a lot about gooners.
No, I don't know anything because well, those are for people who aren't me.
Every time I look at you, it looks like my neck is breaking.
Why?
I haven't bothered to get it breaking on the thing at all, and it looks weird. My eyes are not closed, they're just halfway closed. My foot is gone now. Ah,
Oh.
mildly inconvenience. There is no reason for them to put this many stages. Just make like 4 stages with the total amount of premium. I need to walk around. My foot is numb. Come on. The feet should not be able to get numb that easily. They're at the bottom. They should get the blood.
You think bottom get the blood? You're a
They
bottom.
get pumped full of it.
You're a bottom.
I don't know.
Sayora isunan tataki. Sayora isunan tataki. Sayora isukuro machiwa.
I don't know what the video is reacting to because it's not picking up my face. There's a ghost in there. And I don't think it's picking up your face. But the camera angle should not be picking up your face.
I have to say this event is a bit annoying.
Really? Figure out why I didn't want to do it myself?
Because you're fat, that's always been the case. Sayora
Is Rapper calling me?
I don't think so. Stay with me, Sayora Isunan Tataki. How about that?
Question rush. How do you attach this?
And I'm assuming it has some kind of adapter.
Oh, I only found these.
Well,
Oh.
there's no plug that's like that, so.
I looked up a video and pretty much everybody said it had an adapter. But how do you adapt? It's done.
PvP though. Afterwards. The video version also have a hand cover. Anyway, let's
I
do the
could do
quest.
that. I could probably figure out a way to do that. How do I get in the afterwards?
I don't know. That's what I need. I'm a conscious saint.
Still breathing down my neck. Okay, quest time.
What we actually set out to do.
Yeah. Wait. Could you take this for a moment?
What?
Is it on charging?
It is.
Could you go out of the room and turn the volume up and see if the audio is working?
Sure.
Can you go out of the room? in the other little. Guys, swear to God, that face is doing things to me. I'm not mourning, I'm doing this. You know, the random sounds that I'm always making. Also, Risley is looking into my soul.
Oh, well. I guess that's justified then.
Aham is also there.
Well, then it cancels out. No justification for you. Alright, start. You've got a friend in me. You've got a friend.
I need to see New Balance. New Balance.
I need to see something
New
else.
Balance, judge me. What do you want to see, much?
Riley's
Straight to the point. What in the...
He's hiding. They're playing hide and seek. This guy's always here.
I think he should be hiding from the child traffickers.
It's really hard to do that when everyone in Fontaine
Charlotte.
is.
Charlotte.
Hey, there's a newsstand over there. Want to grab a copy of the Steambird? We know our Fontainian friends love a little drama. There's no way they let their readers down. Isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to her, surely that can't be Kenich?
How about... Lost treasure resurfaces at last. Behold the beauty of the Remurian teacup.
He doesn't sound depressed enough.
Yeah.
And Charlotte still doesn't have a voice. Are you gonna read it or should I read it? Should I read it?
Sure.
Hold up. This one's new again. Legal restaurant serving Syrian stew. Proved surprisingly popular.
Pretty shocking. But it still feels like it's missing something. Got it. Udex gravely wounded in shocking stabbing. Set to miss cross-border smuggling trial.
Oh my, that can't be for real.
If it's in the Steambird, there's no way Charlotte didn't already know about it.
Fine, I hate to admit it, but you won this one.
Huh? What? Did Paimon hear that right? Nevelet was stabbed and gravely wounded? No, surely that can't be right. Can it?
If it is for Altos, that's pretty accurate. That's pretty accurate. Aha, I thought I heard familiar voices. Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon.
There's a disc there.
There's a disc?
Yeah.
Well, what a coincidence. Mr. Kenich and I were just talking about you two a few minutes ago. Unfortunately for me, he's a very loyal friend, and I pressed him for some juicy details when he remained tight-lipped about you. Tight-lipped like you, currently?
Yes.
So, anything you want to share about your experience in Travelers,
Well,
great
the great
exploits.
travelers triumphant exploits in that land.
It was a team effort. Modest as ever. Anyway, I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Sorry. Let me backtrack a little. Hi, you two. It's been ages. What brings you back to Fontaine?
Hey there, you two. Fancy running into you here.
Yeah, that. And also,
Oh, that we're just trading tabloid headlines. Is that what? Is that what you were talking about?
Trading tabloid headlines?
Yeah, Charlotte and I were having a little contest to see who could find the most ridiculous fake news stories. Either I got lucky, or I have a knack for honing in on the most outrageous material.
Well, considering the situation, this is quite ironic. Like the Leah situation,
The what?
the voice actor situation. It is quite ironic because he did hone in on some dramatic people's attention. I don't know if that made any sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry you had to see such unflattering side of Miss of Fontaine. That is not the worst of Fontaine, Charlotte. You
Yeah.
privileged little ass. These third-rate tabloids write their headlines purely to shock and scandalize all they care about is grabbing your attention to boost sales. The ones who still got a shred of integrity will at least clarify the truth in the main body of the article, although the misleading headline is still an underhanded tactic trick and to underhanded trick to draw readers in. I'll talk about Charlotte. But others, like the one we were just reading aloud, have no qualms about outright fabrication.
If I had to quantify it, I'd say about 1% of what they write is the truth.
That's pretty lenient of you, Mr. Kinich.
Him? Lenient? Oh, you got it, kid! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth. All I'm saying is, even the wildest leaps of the human imagination are always rooted in reality.
You mean
We're
all
having
those
a
fake
story.
headlines you mentioned actually
I
do
know
have some
that.
basis in fact?
That's what I was saying. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact a smuggling trial recently. Considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurian meat or teacups being unearthed from ancient ruins. But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few ancient relics dug up from ruins in that land. Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
I don't know why it keeps thinking my head is downturned. It's not downturned.
Maybe you have a small forehead.
It thinks I'm doing this. And if you're wondering why Ludix didn't preside over the trial, it's because this case was assigned to another judge, right? There's other judges in Fontaine. I don't think there should be other judges in Fontaine.
Hey, let Udix have a break.
Ludix is not give a rat's ass about having a rig. I don't trust any other Fontainian to do the job right. It's not as if the Palamonia has only one judge. We can't expect Monsieur Nuvelet to handle every single case himself. On a more interesting note, the trial in question went very conclusively, and it was all thanks to Mr. Kenichi's testimony as a key witness.
Oh, okay. Paima was so busy freaking out about those headlines that she totally forgot to ask why you're here in Fontaine, Kinich.
Phew, it was all a misunderstanding, and the world's not going to end. Sigh? Maybe not. What, are you disappointed that the world's not ending? That's what it sounds like.
Yes, yes. Because then she could write a news article about it.
Oh, that's true. That is true. But it would be even better for the world if me if Mr. Ganesh here would agree to exclusive interview with the Steambird.
It was a pretty open and shut case, and my testimony in court was clear enough. But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle Charlotte, that you're less interested in the case than you are in trying to uncover some news stories about Natlan.
Mademoiselle. Oh, he's French now. Correct. You saw it right through me. I guess I'll put it down to keen instincts of renowned Syrian hunters. Any response to that, or?
I appreciate your kind invitation, but like I said, storytelling isn't really my forte.
Kanich the speechless! Kanich the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the Traveler instead?
Back to me again. Of course, that's a brilliant idea. But that also means I'll need a bit more time to prep. Let me put a thorough list of interview questions. Sounds like I'm not allowed to refuse. This is probably your fault, Simon. Why are you looking like that? Well, I know I can be persistent, but at the end of the day, it's your fault. Anyway, I should probably... It's not our call, Charlotte. It's really not in your knowledge. Anyway, I should be probably getting back to work. I also need to track down that word.
Yes, you are.
French.
Yeah, French.
And report these increasingly outrageous tabloids. Farewell, friends. Till we meet again.
Charlotte never stops, does she? Anyway, I just have to ask. That owl thing that popped out before, or was it a howl? It kind of looked like a howl, but at the same time...
Oh, that thing. Yeah, that was a howl.
Huh?
What's
What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before. It's like he's trying to hide or something.
Maybe he's not acclimatizing well to Fontaine.
Maybe.
Could be.
Not acclimatizing? Aw, poor Almighty Dragon Lord is not feeling well.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back.
What do you mean?
There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned about after arriving in Fontaine.
Oh, well.
Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine city limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Oh, I get it now, and I'm sure Paimon gets it even better.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kanich holds onto a house tail, he'll be considered an Almighty Dragon Lord balloon, not a flying Almighty Dragon Lord.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled with the idea of huffing and puffing away in the form of a mini helium balloon.
Fill him with helium!
That said,
But also, why
it's
did you
pretty annoying how he keeps randomly popping up all of a sudden.
This is a good impression. Also, why... I forgot what I was gonna say. Why does everyone come in the beginning of the month? Like, if you just wait a few days. This law should be more spread out.
Yeah.
Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. Something to do with filmmaking. I hear that's all the rage here.
Unless he's been here for like a few days before the month started and then the month started. Which is
I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two. If you're free, why don't you come along?
Sure, seeing how angry always makes my day. Sure, always up for a bit of fun.
I know where it is, so let me lead the way.
An overnight fantasy land. I wonder how much time has already passed.
Too much. Considering we just got to the first act.
It's been an hour. We haven't even finished the quest we were doing before.
What quest were we doing?
The
Aragon quest?
what's it called? The event we were doing.
Looks like I remembered correctly. Here we are.
Wow, this is awesome! Hard to believe it was just an empty beach before.
Yeah, it was still completely deserted only a few days ago when I passed by on my way to testify at the Opera House.
Is that a horseshoe crab?
There must be some efficient workers in
Oh
Fontaine.
god, not this
Quite
lady.
impressive.
I'm pretty haven't seen that quest. You know who she is?
Yeah. The biggest bigger.
I'm begging you, look at the biggest bigger now. I'm begging now.
A few days? One night was all it took. Rap-a-tap-tap, ta-da! But is this all it takes to blow people away? No. Given my past experience, I can't let myself get carried away.
A traveler should remember her. There's something familiar about the way you talk. Who are you again?
Oh no, you've forgotten me? Oh, does graph adversarial technology ring any bells? It's me, Lapine Pauline.
Good to see you again. The prototype lens has come in handy. By the way, I don't know what the prototype lens was.
It was the gadget you attached to your camera.
Yeah, I don't know what it did.
Yeah, I never used it either.
I'm pretty sure it used to use it for filters and stuff. The filters aren't very good.
Of course! How else would we have managed to build Fantasyland in a single night? Fantasyland? At least that's how I like to think of it myself. A magical land of fantasy, the stuff of film buffs' dreams. I know it sounds like I'm laying it on thick, but that really is the goal here. As you can see, the theme of this amusement park is Fontainian filmmaking, a place for all film lovers to come together and co-construct a world of dreams. Co-construct? Well, that's a relief. Sounds like you're sharing the cost this time rather than pouring your entire life savings into a single project. Nope. I might be inviting others to help fund this, but that doesn't mean I haven't thrown all my life savings into it too.
You're very smart. Gambler.
Huh? You've got to be kidding. Ha! Look at you, puny little humans. Recklessly betting your entire future against some stupid vanity project. If you're expecting even an ounce of sympathy from the almighty Dragon Lord, dream on.
Look at her
Mockery is all
face.
you
Look at
shall
her
get,
face.
straight from the heart.
Look at her face.
Interesting. I would also look at how like that after a first song. That's annoying.
It's more like,
Sorry, just ignore that little gizmoid. He likes to butt in occasionally. Do go on.
Gizmoid? Who you calling Gizmoid? You're the Gizmoid! Wow, that's quite a nifty mecha you've got yourself there. Is it some sort of smart personal assistant? You ought to let Miss Charlotte see your cool gadget. Oh, who knows? Maybe you could even look into mass production. Mass production? introduction? Insolent,
I feel
vulgar,
like you
and
would take that as a
disrespectful.
compliment, though.
I, the almighty Dragon Lord, am one of a kind.
I feel like
There
you
has
would make
never
merch
been
of
another like
yourself.
me, nor will there ever be. And another thing, smart is the understatement of the century. I shall have you know that I am Kahulahau, forebear of ancient wisdom. I lived for eons long before any of you were born.
What? Heavens above! I beg your pardon, forebear of ancient wisdom. Please, I meant no
Please
offense.
don't suck out to him. I feel bad for him, but you don't need to suck out to him.
Why do you feel bad for him?
Because he's getting bullied by Ganesh all the time, honestly.
He kind of asks for it.
He just says stuff. He gets physically abused.
I physically abuse him.
Yeah, well, you are. Huh?
So are you making it?
Idiot meets idiot.
Says the
What's
idiot.
all the fuss? Making some new friends, are we?
Now, yeah.
Miss Navia! Allow me to introduce the star behind all the work that's gone into this venue.
There's no
Miss
one that doesn't actually
Navia,
get stabbed.
president of
I'm going
FONTAINE, Spina di
I
Rosula.
feel like he's gonna get stabbed by a pencil or something.
If
Yeah.
no one that doesn't actually get stabbed, I don't want him to, but I am never gonna just kill him.
I mean, we kind of already know that he's not gonna get stabbed. I think.
Like if there was the trial and then this is
They mixed it in. They mixed it in on purpose.
Oh, hello, everyone.
She's
Partner,
sparkling.
Paimon. How have you been lately?
She's Ray and I, my trusty partner. Yes. What would Navia and Lumine's ship name be?
Shatter Star.
Why Shatter?
Because Navia shoots the projectiles.
I like it.
Hello there. I'm Kanich.
What about me? What about me?
Aha, you are not part of this harem. You are not a part of this harem.
You'd think someone yelling their name out in the middle of a public street really needs an introduction? He's not wrong. I caught yours just now, in fact. So, you must be the almighty Dragon Lord, Mr. Ahau. It's a pleasure to meet you.
The question mark. Lumine's doing it too.
Oh, see that? That's what I call proper manners. Well, it's not every day you meet a well-mannered human. Navia, was it?
Navia is the best.
You may address the almighty Dragon Lord by his name. Navia, don't you think the title Almighty Dragon Lord is a bit silly?
It's no big deal. All little animals do that, don't they? I mean, try to puff themselves up to look more impressive. Anyway, it's all thanks to Miss Navia and the Spina di Rosula that Fantasyland's gotten up and running in the space of a single night. Honestly, thank heavens! After all that paperwork and endless waiting, the event and venue finally got the green light.
That sounded like more happiness than sadness. But okay.
I couldn't wait a
That
moment
was
longer.
happiness.
The second
Just
the
song.
approval came through, I
Yes,
reached out to
but it was
President
like a
Navia,
happy
hoping
song.
she could lend a hand.
Business is still a happy song.
After all, who else but the Spina di Rosula would indulge such impulsive demands?
People are living in the sewers, Navia. Can you be a little bit more careful with how you spend the money?
Like, I got plenty of money for everyone.
Sorry, traveler. Miss Lapine Pauline sometimes gets a bit overwhelmed by her own excitement, as you can see.
She's like the Oprah of Genshin.
You get a car, and you get a car.
I'm guessing she hasn't gone into much detail about the event yet.
Everybody gets a
So
car.
let me fill you in. In short, the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland is a fan convention that's open to film enthusiasts from all over Teyvat. Miss Lapine Pauline is hosting this event
Man,
and
being a
also
voice
providing
actor would be
technical
so
support.
hard.
You
Huh?
have to talk to a
Cheval
little-
Moran?
if you
Yeah,
let
but
me-
you'd have to say words like Cheval Moran.
That's right. The one and only Surintendant Cheval Moran. After much persistence and many solicitations, I finally obtained Lady Farina's permission to use the image of her close friend. Not only is our adorable mascot drawing in fans by the minute, but she's also boosting her own popularity. And that was always the goal. A win-win arrangement.
It's been a while since we last met, but still, it's a surprise to hear Lapine Pauline coming out with such sensible ideas. By the way, Miss Lapine Pauline, have you decided to switch careers and go into film tech?
Not exactly. By chance, one of the prototype lenses I developed caught a photographer's eye, and it's now being used for the latest cinematic productions. Thanks to this unexpected opportunity, I've had the chance to invent various film-related equipment and props.
That's right. So don't underestimate Miss Lapine Pauline, our resident engineer. She's the technical powerhouse at the core of this entire event. As for the Spina di Rosula, we're mainly here to take care of planning, operations, and management.
So basically
For anyone
everything.
feeling inspired to set up a booth, Miss Lapine Pauline and I will provide the necessary technical and operational support once their application has been approved. By the way, traveler, are you at all interested in taking part? It would be a chance for you to earn some extra income. Plus, with your skills, I'm sure you could bring something special.
Paimon would be even more tempted if you were to say, throw in one of those fancy feasts she's seen in those gourmet food reels.
Excuse me,
Well,
is,
as
is
it
Instagram a
happens,
thing in
that'll be a
Genshin?
piece of cake.
What are you talking about, Paimon? Paimon is definitely being a racist on Instagram.
She is an Instagram racist, of course. Just like you.
Everyone needs to eat, whether they be tourists or the stall owners themselves. So thanks to Miss Navia's help, we've managed to invite none other than the celebrity chef, Miss Escoffier, to run our theme restaurant.
Boo! Boo! Boo her.
Boo.
Boo! Boo!
Where are we going?
Look over there.
Escoffier.
Where are we going, Coffee?
Because Escoffier. Pay attention to the goddamn thing. See what she's doing. Because she wears an apron as a dress.
Well, in
With
that
nothing underneath.
case, okay, well, Boo, I guess.
And also Shangling is better than her. And
You.
we
Yes,
should have just given
you.
it
For the
Shangling.
last time, the
Yes,
ingredients
you.
have to be in the right ratio. Get it right next time, or you might as well just lie down on the chopping board yourself.
Gordon Ramsay.
She seems a bit busy right now.
What are you?
Well, I'm sold. I think I'll make a Hao go be her assistant.
Yes, yes, yes. You're perfect.
You little... What's your game here?
Add Scaramouche into the mix of this, please.
Demoiselle, sorry to bother you, but there's an issue over here that requires your personal attention.
Apologies. Looks like it's back to work with me. Please feel free to take a
No.
gander at what we've got. Anyway, if you're interested in taking part, come find me later.
And she's already leaving me alone. My wife. Lippin' Lippin'. Lippin' Lippin'. Lippin' Lippin'.
Greetings. Apologies if you overheard my harsh words just now, but I assure you it is entirely necessary. The sheer lack of
What
sanity
are
will be the
you?
death of me. Do you have any idea of the kind of customers I'm gonna get with how lax things are at the moment?
A Gordon Ramsay would not approve of her outfit.
The ones that leave their guns behind by accident and then come back to collect them later, bringing ammunition with them.
Yeah, that's the kind of customer you wouldn't forget in a hurry.
She needs to have more of a Scottish accent.
Oh.
Why?
Gordon Ramsay is Scottish.
No, he isn't.
If you know. Do you know his race? Where is he from?
I'm pretty sure he's from America.
British? I
Oh,
thought he was
wait,
Scottish.
has that happened before?
No, it's just the mention of guns reminded me. Someone did actually.
Huh?
Just before we started setting up, as we were cleaning up the site, someone stumbled upon a mysterious locked box.
No.
That's a weird
It
thing
didn't
to
look
say.
like something from Fontaine, though.
Customers
It
leave
had
behind
more
their
of
guns and
a
come back to them.
Natlanese vibe.
America.
Oh?
Oh.
Do you think a foreign tourist might have left it behind?
That's what I assumed at first. But the box was buried beneath a pile of wooden planks, rocks, and whatnot, so it seemed. But I didn't see much point in speculating, so the best thing I could think of was to hand it over to the authorities. I trekked all the way over to the Palais Mermonia just to hand it in. It was exhausting.
What did the authorities make of it?
Oh, they made a mountain out of a molehill, as usual. Before even addressing the question of what was actually inside the box, they had several heated discussions about whose responsibility it was to write the lost and found notice. Thankfully, the ever-reliable Officer Sedine stepped up and immediately called in the Marechaussee Phantom to crack the lock and check if there were any dangerous items inside. And, as it turned out, there was a gun.
Wow, that's a dangerous item, all right.
Mind if I ask what kind of gun it was?
He's like, I need no.
Oh yeah, Mr. Kanich, you're from Natlan, aren't you? Do you
How do
know
you
a lot
know
about
that?
guns?
You could say it comes with the job. I have an interest in weaponry and the like.
Ugh, such a spoiled brat. What, are the toys I gave you not good enough for you anymore?
Yep, got sick of those long ago.
You little... Don't dare you turn your nose up at my gifts! Why,
Time for a timeout, old-timer. Sorry, but where were we? Oh yeah, do you recall what the gun looked like?
It's a bit hard to describe. If you ask me, it didn't even really look like a gun. Give me a second. I'll knock out a quick sketch.
Are gonna be like serious bubblegum or something? I hear bubblegum.
Something like this.
Interesting. Looks like it's from that one.
That looks like a secret source down on.
Might be.
Whoa, it's so neat and precise.
It's nothing. Sorry. Is something wrong with my drawing? I know it doesn't really look like a gun, but I assure you, this is exactly what it looked like. And it certainly could shoot as well, too. I confirmed that with the officer from the Marechaussee Phantom.
No, quite the opposite. The features are very accurate, and it is definitely from Natlan. Please, don't mind me. I'm just taking a moment to admire it.
Oh, not.
That's what you sounded like to me.
No.
Go.
No. I'm doing a Roland impression. That is not Roland. Why does I live and breathe?
I should be the one thanking you. Thank you, and everyone else for your support.
Don't mention it. Besides, we haven't really done anything.
Not at all. The buzz and excitement you guys bring is exactly what this event needs. Oh dear, I'm starting to feel a bit guilty watching everyone else toil away. Guess it's about time I got back to work too. But just before I go, one last thing. Traveler, it's wonderful to see you. Here's to a successful collaboration.
Seems like Kenichi has got something to say. Let's find a quiet spot. After saying goodbye to Luffy again.
I'm sure you noticed that there was something unusual about that gun. Correct.
Look ancient.
It's most likely an old weapon dug up from some ancient dragon ruins. Based on my experience, it might be more accurate to refer to it as a hand cannon. But in Fontaine terms, it's not wrong to call it a gun. Given why I came here, don't you think it's curious that an ancient dragon relic of unknown origin would turn up like this, out of the blue? I suspect this gun might have something to do with that smuggling case. It might have slipped through the cracks. Time is of the essence, so I'd like to head over to the Palais Mermonia to verify my suspicions.
Palais Mermonia.
Perfect.
That means
Then we can head out right away. Or, if you want to catch up with your friends first, I can wait.
My friends are at the Palais Mermonia.
Let's go meet Daddy.
Both daddies.
Something up.
And daddy of the melodies. Hello, Icy.
Traveler, it's you! Ready to join the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland crew?
Interesting.
No problem. We'll be ready when you are.
It's gonna be like a mini game of some sort.
Or a mini game of some sort. Go to the Palais Mermonia. Why are you talking like this?
My mind's blank. Here we have this disease.
Vampire.
Thirsty. Ah! Your son, the mother. Son of a gun.
Son of a mother, son of a gun.
The son of a nice lady.
Son of a son.
Mother trucker. Where does it want me to go? I saw something.
What?
Oh,
Nice.
man. Bro!
Bro!
Are you mimicking me? Now's not the time. Come on. No, I mean, one of our buddies is here, for real. Quite a few of them, actually.
Aurora and Eva, what brings you to Fontaine?
Huh? How come you're... Ah, I'm guessing Kenichi's here because of that international smuggling case, right? I've heard quite a bit about that.
Why is it
Word
not
sure
going
gets around
peace for
quickly,
the
huh?
college?
First time
It's
abroad and you're
Fontaine, you don't
already
have to
making
show that.
headlines. Oh, stop it. It's not like I was the center of attention. Wasn't expecting to see the Traveler and Paimon here, too, though. Come on, Eva. Huh?
Why is he like a nagging
A
child?
traveler, by definition, is someone who travels around.
He's like, come on, even I know this, and I'm the clueless one.
Fair point. Anyway, back on topic. Wait a second. I lost my train of thought. What were we talking about again? Vegetables.
What?
For vegetables.
Why are you here? For people, for rich people.
I'll go first. It's for the Chevrolamine Film Fantasyland. Wait.
I need to hear that again. That sounds so genuine.
It's Cheval Moran.
Ah, right. I keep stumbling over that one.
Me too.
Guess I owe Cheval Moran an apology, even if she's not here. Anyway, long story short, the festival restaurant urgently needed fresh vegetables from Natland, which is why Eva and I are here.
So, you guys are vegetable couriers?
He is. I'm just here as a responsible adult.
his baby sitting in a room.
It's his first time traveling so far away from home, and all the elders in his tribe were worried.
Literally
So they
his
had me
baby
come
sitting
along.
in a room.
Where are you?
What?
Where are you?
No.
He's like edgy teal and he's fought in the war, but going outside of Northland, he needs a chaperone.
He's
Even though it's your first time too. Right. But they still picked me to accompany you. You gotta wonder why that might be.
Where are
I'm
you?
live!
Yeah,
I'm live. You're on camera right now.
you're live.
Yes, you're on camera right now.
No, no.
Oh, well, I'm watching. Actually, how many people are there? Did you just swear on camera, Hanya?
Yes.
There's two people apparently.
Okay, are you using the thing where the anime thing moves you?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
Although it's
Currently.
currently having a seizure.
Yes.
Who's watching? I want to know who's watching.
Well, one
You
of
go
them
on
is
your
me.
phone and check. I don't know.
Okay. Was that entertaining for your followers?
I don't know. They're
What-
not.
What
They're not
followers?
speaking.
She's live.
Chat, let us know.
Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Please stop. You are very cringy.
Yeah?
The cringe is cringing right now.
Just cringing, it's okay.
Ever do
That's
your
okay.
Indian accent?
Indian answer.
Why you are not subscribed?
Don't you get it? They all just saw how overworked you were, so they used it as an excuse to send you off on a vacation.
Who are the people sending Ifa and everyone off together? They're definitely shipping them.
Wait, what? So I'm getting the grandson treatment now too? See? Doesn't matter how much older you are than this dude. Hang out with him long enough, and you'll eventually find yourself being treated like a kid. Meaning everyone looks after you. What's so bad about that?
This is like the artistic emo makeup.
Artistic emo. Well, Aurora's definitely artistic. Like,
Yes.
In theory, nothing at all. In that case, guess I better start over. Hi, guys. My name's Aoife, and I just turned 5.
There's the context for that clip.
I'm not sure who the responsible adult is anymore. So, what about
It's
Kakuku?
him.
It's Ganesh.
Ganesh hasn't said a single thing this entire time.
If he was here, we'd be making more of a ruckus than we already are.
That's exactly what's got me worried. Aoife, there's nothing to worry about. You're a big boy. You can handle yourself now even without Kakuku.
You cannot be treating someone else like a child right now.
You think that's what I'm worried about? Anyway, my priority right now is Kakuku. Suffice it to say, Kakuku's in big doo-doo.
Nahida.
How so? He's so small, and all he knows are a few harmless phrases. What kind of trouble could he even get himself into?
A 5-year-old, even with the language.
Let me guess. Did he get caught out by the law on flying objects?
Bro, you too? Not me. How?
Why does that sense look so weird?
Oh, that pesky little chatterbox. So that's why he hasn't interrupted us this whole time. Guess he's too scared to show his face.
That, plus he's already spouted enough nonsense for one day. So I've put him on mute until tomorrow.
Nice one. If I was even half as decisive as you are, I would have kept a closer hold on Kakuku so he didn't get a chance to go flying off.
I guess that's what flying objects do.
Oh no, bro. Or rather, did Kakuku get caught by the guards for flying around?
If they had managed that, we'd at least be able to track him down. But when the guards started chasing him, Kakuku flew into that building next door.
He's a bird. What did you expect from
I
him?
wouldn't be surprised if there was a high-stakes pursuit going down in there as we speak. Just like one of
Dinosaurs are
those
just
cool
big
crime
birds.
movies.
And he's a baby dinosaur, so he's literally just a bird.
Which? That one?
Yup, that's the one.
Yeah.
Kakuku sure has a good eye for a getaway. It's the tallest building around.
He's looking
I may
for
be able
his
to fly
dragon
up pretty
buddy.
high, but checking every last window would still take quite a while. As for Aoife, well, let's just say he's not flying anywhere without a Saurian. Sorry about that.
Not like it's my fault, though. You don't have to apologize on my behalf.
Wait a sec. What's this got to do with how high you can fly? Kakuku's got himself into a real mess here, like a panicked animal running straight into a trap. It's pretty worrying. I'm starting to picture him flapping through a barrage of gunfire while important documents are flying about left, right, and center.
Why would there be gunfire, Pam?
Heck yeah! If anyone can pull it off, it's Kakuku. He's always been such an awesome Saurus.
That's my child.
I believe in him.
Awesome Saurus. He's an awesome Saurus. In other words, right now in the building there could be not one awesome Saurus, but
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
Of course I'm for real. I'd never make light of something like that.
All right.
Yeah,
Everyone's an awesome Saurus. Well, the human version. But our priority right now should be to go in there and check up on Kakuku.
as it happens, Ganesh and I were just heading over to the Palace Mammonia for something else.
Leave it to us.
You sure? Wow, awesome. That'll be a huge help.
Look at his pose. It looks like he's shitting.
Might as well be.
And if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
Wait, since when was that up to you?
It's both of your children.
Well, then it's your call, bro.
All right then, if Kakuku doesn't listen to you, I also give you permission to pull out a couple of his feathers.
There you go. If he objects to that, tell him to come find us.
He won't. Trust me.
Almost.
Back when we first met Kukuku in the wild and I begged you to take him under your wing, I never imagined you'd end up spoiling him rotten.
And I never imagined you'd be nagging me about it.
Oh, well, I definitely saw that coming.
Huh?
You're
What do you think?
only 5 years old after all.
I don't know.
Your brain?
Hi guys. I'm
It's not like the cat food comes in that shape. They probably molded
yeah,
into it, so it's probably just a biscuit. Brain.
Hi guys. My name's Eva and I'm 5.
And I just turned 5.
He's a great 5.
Nothing new there. The first few days of every month are always noisy.
Thank you for the jump scare, woman. I was hoping
What's
to
all that commotion? Are they arguing in there?
I was hoping to hear no Let's See the voice.
There's being such
There's one.
as they should be.
No way, bro!
Yes, he's white! He's white!
Did he say he came from
They're
that
both
land?
white!
No.
Get out of here!
I can understand his words, just not what they mean.
This is not good for his autism.
Oh no.
He keeps repeating the same things over and over again. Oh, you know one another.
He's so excited. Did you hear the excitement in his voice?
You know one another. I'm not the only dragon you
He's a
know.
friend! Yeah! A saurian friend of a human friend!
Great. Well, that was easy. Looks like we've tracked down the owner. Guess that's one less lost and found notice for you to write, Monsieur Neuvillette.
Why are you here, by the way?
Traveler, was there something important you wanted to discuss with the Udex? I'm just about done with my business here. Need me to step out? Stay and hear them out first. Perhaps it will have some bearing on your own work. If I'm not
What did
mistaken,
you say?
you are the same Mr. Kanich who served as a witness in the
You're
smuggling
not
trial?
wrong.
Be quiet.
I take it there's been a further development in the case.
That's right. Very perceptive, Mr. Udex.
So you've met Neuvillette before? But wasn't the trial overseen by another judge?
I've seen his photo in the papers. But as for this other gentleman,
Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Risley, administrator of the Fortress of Meripede. Or in layman's terms, Fontaine's prison warden. Please, feel free to share anything about the case. There's no need to keep anything from him. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you!
Wow, that sounded just like me. But
No, it did
should
not.
we really discuss official business in front of the Saurian?
Oh wow! Oh no!
I believe he said, or rather, I suppose he meant, that he'll keep this to himself. Though I should mention, Mr. Kukuku, that we will have to ask you to sign a confidentiality agreement.
Sure thing, bro!
This is all strange. A bit strange, but they really are a great bit of awesome things.
Let us return to the matter at hand. Mr. Kanich, was there something else you wanted to discuss relating to the case?
I think that I want to adopt the child after this.
yes. Let me fill you in.
Done.
Wow! It really is exactly like Lapine Pauline's sketch. That must be all that practice drawing engineering blueprints.
So if it's true that this weapon came into Fontaine alongside the contraband from the smuggling case, then there's a high chance we overlooked a suspect.
That's exactly my line of thought.
I see. Mr. Kanich, thank you for reporting this promptly. I'll arrange for the Marechaussee Phantom to investigate right away. We should begin by questioning the prisoners in custody. Ridesley,
I'll sign off on the interrogation request. Don't you worry.
that would be much appreciated.
It's lucky that the Palais Mermonia wasn't scheduled to release any public bulletins today, and that this guns lost and found notice hasn't been written up yet. In other words, the news hasn't leaked.
I'll be staying in Fontaine for the time being. If there's any progress in the investigation or you need my help, feel free to reach out anytime.
Yep, we were just about to go help out with Lapine Pauline's convention. If there's any news, we'll keep you all posted.
Marvelous. Thank you all.
Sounds like a fun way to spend my time.
Well then, all that's left is to...
Although this feels like a bit of...
Ah.
No!
You miss me, bro?
He really does come out with the most unexpected things. Who did he learn it all from? Huh. Well, it's pretty extraordinary.
Anyway, according to due process, we must first determine whether Mr. Kakuku qualifies as a flying object. And, following on from our conversation just now, he also needs to sign a confidentiality agreement. Drafting said agreement may take some time.
Looks like you'll be staying with us for a while then, Kakuku. Excited?
They're babysitting him.
They've adopted the cuckoo together.
That would save us a lot of trouble. Many thanks.
All right then, we better get going. No need to see us off.
I know you mentioned a while back that people from Nadland would soon start showing up all over the world. But I hadn't expected anything like this.
It seems no matter where they come from, all dragons are inquisitive by nature.
I like birds.
You can say that again, bro.
The same might well be said for humankind. The real reason you chose to stay to investigate this case was your curiosity about Natlan and Mr. Kakuku, was it not?
Guilty as charged. Nothing gets past you. So, how about we take this opportunity to chat a little more? We've got the world's best translator on hand, after all.
Sure thing, bro.
I love this song. Look at him. Look at him. Serena will be there. So the group and the...
I feel like Trina would be very weirded out by this.
Nah, I think she's like... She's vibing. Aww.
And she's like, what is that?
It's so small and squishy.
Exciting.
Round.
It's not dangerous, is it?
No way, bro. Dad, are you crying, Daddy?
Yes, literally trying to
Other homos.
Aurora and Etho, we found Kakuku.
What's the situation? How bad is it?
It doesn't sound like the right thing.
Oh, no.
Mm.
I saw that Kakuku wasn't with you. I'd already prepared myself for the worst.
Relax, Aoife. Maybe Kakuku just prefers high-rise living now.
That's gonna be a problem.
Sometimes you just have to let the kids grow up and make their own choices in life.
They're literally
You're
talking
still a
like a
baby.
married. They're literally talking like a married couple.
Yes.
For real now? Do you even hear yourself, bro?
It's not that bad. Kakuku's fine. Still very much alive and kicking for starters.
He hasn't been arrested either, so no jail time.
We even had some interesting chat with the virtual VIPs.
See? You're not exactly reassuring me here.
As for the bad news, well, it's really not that bad.
But
Kakuku accidentally overheard some top secret stuff, so he has to stay at the Palais Marmonia for a while to sign a confidentiality agreement. But there's no need to worry. The person in charge of looking after Kakuku is super nice, so he'll be absolutely fine.
All right. That doesn't sound too bad after all. Wow, hearing that's put my mind to rest.
it's another dragon.
But based on my understanding of how things work here, the ban on flying objects should be over by the time Kakuku actually gets out.
What a shame. Oh well, I guess we'll just have to go have some fun without him.
You don't look disappointed in the slightest.
Anyway, Auroron and I will be staying in guest rooms upstairs at the Hotel de Boer for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need us.
Together? Same bed?
Two rooms, same bed.
Did they say?
She said rooms.
Yeah, same bed.
Yay, problem solved! Alright, let's catch up another day.
Oopsie, there's an error. All the rooms have been taken up.
What are you, an isekai protagonist?
No, I want to college people.
Okay, so you start off.
And Traveler is the one who's buying out all the rooms for them to keep a room together. And then he says like, okay, I'll sleep on the floor. And he's like, no, I need someone to hug me. I get scared at night. Everyone says that. He's like, I'm not hugging you. And then it cuts. And then it cuts. And then we got together. And then everyone's cuddling up. I'm not trying to.
May I present?
8. Stay after
Okay, bro.
I'm sleepy.
You're sleepy. You're sleepy.
Yes.
May the glory of the princessin bring light
Shut up, Fisher.
to this world.
It's been a few days. Ban on flying objects should be over by now. Let's head over to the Palais Marmonia to see how Kakuku's doing.
So low. Lost it.
One I wonder who taught that. Little dudes.
Oh, wow! Cuckoo's learned a new greeting! Is that good news or bad news, though?
Sorry, I did everything within my power. But so far, I've only managed to teach him how to say good morning.
Wait, so that's all you've been up to this whole time?
What do you think they were doing, Paimon?
Get out of here!
I think that means...
Huh? Okay, so good mornings aside, please tell Paimon there's been some other progress, too.
Of course. That's why I'm here. Kukuku's not the only one that Mr. Risley's been getting to talk. I'm referring, of course, to the convicts.
It was nothing. These guys weren't exactly tough nuts to crack.
Like mine.
Oh.
So, what's the deal?
After racking their brains, they remembered speaking to an inconspicuous middle-aged man just as they were preparing to pack up and leave Natland.
Yo.
Please.
He was dressed in the manner of the Children of Echoes and carrying a box. Plus, the description matches the one the gun was found in. All in all, he didn't look any different from your average Natlanese traveler. Perhaps seeing that they were dressed as merchants, this man stopped for a chat, inquiring where their goods were headed, and even asking if they could share a boat. The smugglers were very cautious, though. They didn't tell him any specifics. But all this happened before I crossed paths with them. I happened to notice them as they were preparing to set sail. I thought they looked shady, so I snuck aboard, and ended up being carried along all the way to...
How do you manage to do that series of twist centering? Loading bar. Loading bar. It's also very laggy. He did a little dance with his feet.
Boss, do we know if those Fontainians will even like this stuff? What if we can't shift it?
And that's why we call you a rookie. It's all supply and demand, kid. Supply and demand. Natland's foreign trade is just starting to lift off. There'll be a...
That's right. So stop giving the boss trouble, rookie. Just do your job and keep an eye on the goods.
Could I get you some water? The point.
Nuts. Balls. I need more movie content. Anything with Livelet is just weak. Unless it's Livelet getting stabbed. Not stabbed him. Stabbed him. taking a while. If only someone would say something in the chat. I've been screaming for water. Pure, unadulterated water. Hydrate.
Are they merchants? Have they come to Fontaine to do business? Scarred face. Calloused hands. On closer inspection, the fabric looks worn at the knees and elbows, and his fingernails are dirty. Not exactly your typical merchant.
But his fingernails are...
Could he have previously been a warrior? Or even an adventurer? Something feels off. I'd better sneak up and get a closer look.
You're stalking people, Ganesh. You're stalking people. Oh, you get to stalk people.
Nice thinking, boss. This tourist tub's been fast going and smooth sailing. Plus, no one's been asking us what we're up to.
That goes without saying. The cargo ship would have been too slow, whereas the smaller ones would have been faster but way too bumpy. If we ended up damaging the goods by accident, all these months spent grafted away would have gone up in smoke.
Seriously? But there's hardly anything here. Would it really have taken them months to prepare? And why would they need to transport it with such care? Could they be secretly smuggling precious items out of Natland? I'll need to find a way to get to the bottom of this.
Beans! Why can you call beans? Why did they not change the icon for the beam? This is no Eater's quest.
Let's go hear what these criminals have to say for themselves. Sure enough, there are relics inside the box.
Go.
It's illegal to smuggle such items outside Natland.
Turn around.
Turn around.
No. Dog,
How
move.
can you go from sight?
I'm watching. He can still see me. I think you just have to. I think you just have to wait till he gets distracted with something else.
Hey, why the long face? You're abroad on business, and you get to do some sightseeing while you're at it. Sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. You better cheer up if you know what's good for you.
Stop being
I guess you're right. I was just worried I might have messed up with the packing, or that something's gonna go wrong along the way.
Oh, pull yourself together. Tons of foreign tourists come traveling to Fontaine. I bet their luggage is full of all kinds of weird stuff. If someone insists on checking it all, just show them the purchase order we had drawn up. Those Fontainians can't get enough of their legalese, so I've heard. They can look all they want.
Aha. So their aim is to smuggle in contraband after all.
Bruh, Fontaine already has enough drugs as it is.
Looks like I've gathered enough intel about the smugglers and their contraband. Time to inform port security.
Port security. Security. We've almost hit the 2-hour mark. We might have to stop at 2 hours because battery's getting low and the task's too hot to cook up on Zogi.
So anyway, that was when I went and told the Fontainian guards about my suspicions. After an investigation and a chase, they finally apprehended them and sent them on their way.
Well, guess they're headed exactly where they should be.
Thanks.
Based on your recollections just now,
Like, good job, bro.
I was completely focused on those smugglers at the time, so I wasn't really paying attention to other passersby.
Positions every time someone's talking.
Yeah, Kanish, you did great.
in other words, the person who brought the gun here, the one who lost it, has no connection to the smugglers whatsoever.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Sounds like Mr. Kakuku wants to chime in. He said this elusive individual's actions are positively mystifying. It's a good observation. I quite agree. However, we still know next to nothing about the person. Perhaps we should start by focusing on the lost item itself.
Not this again. It came from an ancient Natlanese dragon ruins. The box was buried amidst the junk. Didn't seem like an accident, no. Someone left it there. Can you answer this bait? Why would someone leave such a valuable... Maybe for someone to come pick it up. Lost it up. Genuine treasure lost by the roadside yet remains unreported and unclaimed. It's dragons. Relic was found by Nalan's 18 dragon civilization, a genuine antique, so it must be of great value. Submit. That doesn't make sense. The dragons.
It certainly seems like it was the bait in some kind of trap. The only question is, why wasn't the bait made more conspicuous?
Has something sprung to mind? I just remembered a film I watched this one time.
Precisely, that's not the time to be making movie references.
Huh? Oh, wow! No way, bro!
Hold on, let me explain. Just now, the traveler speculated that this box might have been placed there on purpose, as if the intention was for someone to come pick it up. That got me thinking about those films about kidnapping cases. When they demand their ransom, the kidnappers tell the victim's family to leave money or valuables at a designated spot for someone to come pick up.
Was the film your own life, Presley?
That doesn't merely happen in films. There have been similar cases in real life.
He's very aware of that movie.
In fact, if anything, it's probably the real-life events that inspired the film.
Sounds plausible.
Wait. This raises the stakes to a whole new level. If the gun really was some kind of ransom, then since we took the box, the kidnappers never got their payment, so does that mean they executed the hostage?
Come on, stay calm. We haven't heard of any missing people.
I agree. I don't believe we have a kidnapping on our hands.
Please, that happens in Fontaine.
Selling off stolen goods is extra work that most kidnappers would want to avoid. Unless they're after something very specific, they tend to just ask for cash. Could we be dealing with a kidnapper who's dead set on getting their hands on an ancient dragon handgun? It's not impossible, but the likelihood is very slim. And speaking of selling stolen goods, don't you think this looks more like a transaction?
About the cellar. The gun was placed in a lockbox hidden away. Clearly, the seller wanted to keep their identity a secret. About the goods. Before the buyer could show up, Lepine Pauline found the goods by chance while setting up the venue. About the buyer. While receiving instructions, the buyer would have gone up to the designated spot with the money to pick up the goods to ensure they actually got paid. The seller likely been watching the buyer.
So, bottom line, this was an individual smuggler.
Exactly. And it was the location itself that caused the deal to fall through. The last thing they would have expected was for a quiet beach to turn into a bustling film convention overnight. Not only is the area now packed with tourists, but the Spina di Rosula have a presence there. I'll bet that both parties were completely caught off guard.
That sounds like a plausible theory, but how do we verify it?
Looks like your people better start rolling up their sleeves.
How so?
Easy. Just follow the usual procedure by putting up a lock. The more routine we make it seem, the more likely the suspect will come forward to claim it. Even if they send a proxy, we're liable to get our hands on new leads.
Trying to roll up his sleeves.
And timing-wise, it's about time we updated the bulletin board anyway. All we need now is a lucky gestionnaire to write up the notice for us post-haste.
Ah, so that's what you meant by rolling up their sleeves.
What did he mean?
Not to.
Were you not paying
No, I won't. I just don't know what.
What does rolling up the sleeves
It
mean?
just means start working.
In that case, I may as well write it myself. Delegating this to someone else would require an additional explanation.
Or are you just not used to asking others to work overtime?
Is that really a major concern?
Well, looks like I won't be needed around here. At least until the notice has been...
You could always wait here if you like. The Palais Mermonia serves a particularly fine cup of tea, if that swings it for you.
Tea!
Thanks, but no thanks. I left a very noisy creature with a friend before heading out, so I should probably get back to feed it.
Ah, I wasn't aware that you had a pet, Mr. Kanich. Speaking of pets...
Out of here!
Yep, that's the plan. Out of here, indeed.
I believe that what Wriothesley is trying to say is, you are free to leave, Mr. Furthermore, it has been determined that Mr. Kukuku should not, in fact, be classified as a flying object. As such, he shall be free to move around Fontaine whenever he so
Look at that
pleases.
face. Perfect man.
You're the best, bro. Oh, there really is good news. Travelers, should we bring Kukuku back to Aoife and her...
I shall leave him in your capable hands.
Let's keep in touch.
Indeed.
How do you know I have the people?
I can show ya.
Ah. You know, all this has made me realize that I'd quite like to have a pet.
If that proves inconvenient within the fortress of Meripede, perhaps you should consider finding a place in the court of Fontaine.
That actually sounds like a good idea.
Are they gonna adopt the Saurian together?
In the past, I always dismissed the idea of buying a property in the city. The prophecy about the floods meant it never seemed like a worthwhile investment.
But this might be a good time for you to re-examine the documents I gave you regarding your title as...
Huh?
Citizens with honorary titles are eligible for certain benefits when purchasing property in the court of Fontaine. Really?
He didn't know that. He's doing the
How about
constitution
this?
justice.
You read through your documents from start to finish, while I write up the lost and found notice.
He's like, read the goddamn fine print right. Look at them.
Open it and take a look.
Interesting. Can't make moonlight look right. Just can't get close enough to him. He's yapping. He's yapping.
This is a game.
He's yapping.
Very happy.
He's talking about his new hyperfixation. No, okay, I think this is where you stop this thing because the tab is too hot. Okay. Do it. Give me a second.
No second. Do it now.